What's up my fellow Aquilans, it's me Sia with another PvP video again. Today I'm going to show you my balanced cosmic PvP gear and deck setup. Since you watched my last video on my fire setup, I decided to do another video for you, but this time with my balance, which I haven't used for a long time. So without further ado, let's just start off. So I decided to put a special gear on my balance on, so I decided for the mask of the Exalted One. As you can see, a lot of pierce, good damage, good resist, and the best thing of it is the power pip chance. Comparing it to stuff like the Crocopatra one, you can basically see that the mask of the Exalted One is definitely better for you. Balanced wizard, so definitely get the mask. For the rope, I decided the turquoise one. You can actually get it from the pack. I can just show you real quick what pack I mean. It is the it's the Spellmental Skyrim pack, where you can actually get this turquoise rope. It gives me a lot of health, a decent amount of power pip chance, decent resist, decent accuracy. It gives me 4 extra pierce. The only problem I have is that the accuracy is a little bit low once comparing it to the drape. You can see that I'm actually losing around 10 accuracy, but I figured a way how to balance it. I will show you afterwards. So yeah, the boots, obviously the Dragoons boots. I think I don't have to explain it. Good stats, pretty useful cards, and also the set bonus which is applied on it. I can show you later on. For the wand, I decided to choose the Celestian Senon Axe, which you can get from the Celestial Spellmental pack. I chose this because it gives me a lot of pierce, though 4% pierce. It gives me a lot of damage, which is 18. The crazy part on this one is not only the Shadow Pip rating and a better Pip Conversion, it also has good Maycast, which includes the Nautilus Unleashed and the Maycast Spiritual Tribunal. And there's a quite funny chance of which of these spells I'm actually getting. So sometimes I have the case that I get Spiritual Tribunal, but as many people of you who probably tried this one, you rather get the Nautilus. And this one's pretty good, especially against those schools you're blading to. It steals their blade and actually hits right through like a shield. It's like a double shield breaker if you're lucky. Yeah, so continuing, we have the Dragoons Balanced Dagger as a part of the set bonus. Continuing with the set bonus, there's the Dragoons Balanced Charm. And then looking at it, it gives me 5 extra accuracy, so that my accuracy is just 5% less without the drape rope, 4 extra damage, and the best part and the most important part of it is the Pip Conversion, which is adding to, because balance has so many support spells, so many good spells with like 3 pips or 5 pips, and then Pip Conversion is very worth it for balance. I can definitely recommend you to play with a lot of Pip Conversion. It really helps you out sometimes. Yeah, and what it also gives you is this Chimera AoE spell, which is pretty good to defeat minions. Going on with the ring, obviously Duelist Daredevil ring. I mean, 6 extra pierce, decent damage, good stuff. Definitely the ring all wizards who do PvP have. Yeah, my pad is consisting of triple damage, spellproof, Maycast punishment, and also a brace jewel. Of course, like sometimes this brace jewel really helps me out if I'm going to Shrike, for example, and I'm not that much HP, then this brace actually can help me. It also casted when I had a PvP match, so I can definitely recommend you a pet with punishment Maycast and a brace. It's definitely a good one you can go for as a basic balanced wizard. It's actually 25 extra damage you can get from the punishment. so definitely worth it. And yeah, I'm using the Duelist Devil May Care deck, obviously also for the Pip Conversion. And yeah. So my stats in total would look like this. So I have 131 damage, 62 resist towards every school, 21 accuracy, 330 crit, and 340 block, which actually don't matter since PvP changed. 38 Pierce. I have 38 because I got the Volpine Avenger mount, which gives me 2 extra Pierce. In general, you would have something around 36, but 38 is also a pretty good one. So we have like 78% of Pip Conversion, which is quite high. People can actually go higher, but I think this one is very, very good. As you can see, it gives you like a very good advantage for your wizard once you're using spells with like 3 or 5 or 7 pips. I can show you later on how useful Pip Conversion actually can be. Yeah, decent Shadow Pip rating, which is at least over 100, it's 106, and the Power Pip chance is at 96%, so once getting the Punishment Maycast, it would actually go up to 101, so you wouldn't Pip fail. So, after showing you my PvP gear setup, let's move on to the deck setup. So my deck looks pretty full, as you can see. So I have decided to make it like this. My main deck consists of the usual spells you always see, like stun blocks, set shields, bubbles, minion, Shrike of course. Additionally, we have the Solar Surge spell. As you can see, all other enchants are like crossed out for no PvP. We have Aegis in order to protect my shields. Very, very useful against Myth Wizards or Fire Wizards who pretty much trap stack. I've realized that many Myth Wizards are doing PvP, so Aegis is very good for your wizard. Otherwise, you can just protect yourself differently with Spirit Shields, for example. Yeah, so we have stuff like, of course, Gaze of Fate in order to get the bubble and in order to also make split damage when your opponent has a tower shield. King Artorias, actually because of the weakness, so it changed from a minus 40 weakness to a minus 45 one, which is very, very good. It also helped me a lot against wizards with a lot of damage such as fire, so I could barely live and finish the game. So this is very useful for your wizard. Of course, we are balanced, which is why I have to use like mana burn. Of course, I packed maxed them. The more you have, the better it is. Yeah, Markenspiel, I upgraded it to 6 pips because it does more damage. You can also make it like this, that you just use it for 5 pips to get the Pip Conversion, or 7 pips in order to do this, but 7 pips is a little bit too high for me, so I decided to only make it 6 pips and really use it if I want to deal a lot of damage. Otherwise, I have like support spells like Mana Burn or Supernova, which help me out much more. Yeah, of course, bubble control. I can't control that well since I can only pack like 6 balance bubbles, and the problem with balance is that they don't have these bubbles as a TC. I hope this will be changed though, so balance can definitely go for bubble control, but right here my options are like limited, very much limited. So I can only live with 6 bubbles in general, and once I get Shadow Pips like Gaze of Fate bubble. Yeah, then I have different spells like Sandworm if I'm actually about to do a kill shot and my opponent has only like around 1300 health. I'm gonna use Sandworm. Savage Paw because of this combination thing. For example, if I'm in Shrike and I have like full pips, for example, I can go for Savage Paw because it breaks the shield, gives me a blade, and actually, if I'm lucky, I even get a Pip Conserve out of it. So spells like Savage Paw, Mana Burn, Mander, Gaze, they are all giving me Pip Conversion, and this is very useful, especially when I'm in Shrike, because I can make more combinations in Shrike out of it. Yeah, of course, yeah. For your wizard you have to pack Shrike. I didn't pack more than 3 because I was sure balances are not using Shrike that much, especially not against schools like Fire, for example. They can also try to defeat them without Shrike. And it also makes me lose of over 900 damage once I'm out of Shrike. Even more if I get dispelled or something and I can't remove it with a 1-hit, for example. So I'm pretty careful when it comes to Shrike. Yeah, what we also have, you can see the Chimera AoE and 6 the 1-hits. I decided to pack max because many people are tower shield spamming against balance, and that's pretty good to do though. So moving on to my side deck, it actually looks pretty supportive as you can see. So I have single stuns once people are not stun blocking. I've realized that many people do not stun block against balance because they do not expect stuff like freeze or something. So it's a pretty useful spell. I kept it in my side deck just for situations when people like go and Shrike without a stun block or actually about to kill me and I can like save a turn for myself if I stun them. Pretty good card. Many dispels like Melt or Quench, Vaporize, or even Dissipate. Those main dispels I practically need because death wizards are not really existing in PvP that much. I can't dispel balances because they always get out with a death bat or with shadow 1-hits. And yeah, and practically I never need a dispel for life as most of them are jading or doing this Grenadier strategy. Yeah, moving on, we have tower shields, of course, unstoppable pierce enchants, triage, empower. For this reason, because also if I'm low pips I can basically recover, and also to prevent people who basically feint stack or do some weird combos in order to kill me. This also prevents me to lose against people who do a Dark Nova strategy. So this spell might be very useful. Of course, Judgment. I decided to pack it in side deck because as you can see, my main deck is pretty full and I don't want to pack more spells in order to deck fail. So I decided to put Judgment in side deck. And it also helps me as a good killer when for example my opponent has like 800 HP or something and I have like 2 power pips, then I can actually go for it and go for the crit and it usually kills. So it's pretty good though. Yeah, we have Spirit Shields and also Elemental Shields. As I told you, Spirit Shields, you can use it against Myth Wizards in order to prevent this Pierce spam. Also Elemental Shields in order to block Fire Wizards who like trap stack you and try to pierce through it. And what I find is very important is Weakness TC. You seem to wonder why, but I chose it because it helps me to reduce damage, especially against Isis who basically blade stack and go for Frostbite Weaver combo. It usually helps me to save some damage out of it, and it really helps. So I can recommend you also to put some weaknesses in order to weaken them. Alright guys, so that was basically it. That was the entire PvP video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what kind of deck setup and PvP gear setup you want to watch next time. And I'm very excited for you next time, so have a great day, enjoy it, and see you soon. Bye!